On to you Virgos out here. So for you Virgos, you have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups for you. So you Virgos very much so are like, again, I just see a lot of you Virgos just kind of testing the waters, see who's out here. I'll say this though, this is a very pivotal moment for a lot of you Virgos, but it's something that a lot of you kind of saw coming, expected, because what it is and I'm seeing here is that you Virgos pretty much are looking for, like I said before, you're looking to actually get to know somebody every now and again, but you're just getting disappointed. And like there's this sense of you Virgos being like, okay, right? You have the afterlife card, right? I can't say the D word, but you have the afterlife card and then you have the Six of Pentacles. A lot of you Virgos are like, okay, again, you're starting to understand too how it is that you Virgos are starting to understand too why it is that you may end up having to be single for a little while, because and I was just saying the same thing off camera too before I turned on the camera, that like when it comes to matters of like trying to get to know somebody, there isn't any of that, because everybody is guarded. Everybody wants to be the hardest individual in the world. Everybody want to act like they tough or whatever, and you talking to people trying to get to know them and they're giving you a hard time, and unjustifiably. And it's like you Virgos are like, what is going on in y'all lives to where it's so difficult, where it just seems like you, for whatever reason, it just seems like you can't, right? It almost seems like it's supernatural why it is that you can't find anybody. And the answer to that, truth be told, is because you have a group of you. Honestly, people are dysfunctional. That's what it is that you're looking at. You're looking at a person's inflated sense of self, their lack of mindfulness, and just how solipsistic they actually are. The reason why it is that I'm saying that, Virgo, is because that's what it actually is. It's the fact that you as Virgos will be mindful of this, right? And like the person doesn't want to, and it's like they don't want to go there. And it's like, how you expect to go there? How you expect to, like, what exactly is it that they are expecting to actually have? Like, how, you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to find out about somebody and then like, you're like, hey, what's your name? Oh, my name is such and such. Okay. What about such and such? Oh, no. So a lot of you Virgos are just like, yo, there's so much touch and go. There's so much start, stop. And the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands represents, you'll go and do what works for you, whether it's, and I've talked about this before, take a flight, catch a flight, fly out, wherever it is that you are that doesn't work for you, whether you're in Germany, Philippines, Thailand, the States, Canada, wherever it is that you're watching this from, right? You do not have to stay in that same location. You can date other people in different places. You know that, right? So because I'm saying all that to say that we got to get out of the mind that we have of localized action or lack thereof, and begin to understand that the world is a much bigger place, literally and figuratively, than what it is that we think that it is. So the thing is that the 10 of Pentacles is about us Virgos needing to essentially keep our head up. We need to stay confident, because this could be trying times for us, especially around the holidays, where if you are a Virgo that falls into that type of thing, where you will end up getting sad because you don't have someone around the holidays and stuff like this, you will fall for that. You Virgos will fall for this well, maybe you're not as valuable as you think you are. And what I'm trying to tell you, Virgos, is that that's not the case. It's just that people are caught up in their own dysfunction. You know, and this is why it is I'm saying too, like, you gotta be okay with you have to be okay, like you have to calm your nerves. And what I mean when I say calm your nerves, I mean like this is what I've been saying for years now, since 2022, about how it is that you have to not take certain things personally, and you have to remain calm regardless of what it is that you see, because there's a lot of dysfunctional people who are really caught up in their own dysfunction in the first place. Like the conversation is bad, like the conversation is bad, and then they like to play the game of, oh, well, you know, such and such, and it's like people don't want to, they have this wall. Like, that's one thing that I noticed. They have this wall of like, oh, well, I can only go so far with you. I can only say so much. I can only go so far. I can't, I know that you want me to care that, but I can't, I have to. And that tough guy act is what is making a lot of people look goofy. It's because we're in a world right now where we're in a world right now where you have to tell me that you into me. You have to show me. You have to do both of those things. And if you don't, who cares? You just go, especially, you know, all the people who front like they have all the value the most are getting challenged by people who were once told and taught a million times that they have no value, right? Right? Maybe no one specifically told them that directly, but treated them like that. You know, I'm now starting to get people dropping their phone numbers to me and stuff like this. Why? Starting to become a lot more known now, right? And I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. But my thing about it though is that this is what it is that I'm trying to say, right? It's the fact that now the people who act like they have so much value in these BS social circles and all that, now they're getting challenged by people who supposedly get treated like trash for no reason. And now it's like, okay, well, if you don't, then it is what it is for you. You just playing out of luck. Who cares about you? You know, and this is what it is that they meant in the book when they said that the meek shall inherit the earth, meaning that just as it is that I said that the Freemasons have a saying, and the saying is that the stone that the builders reject will become the cornerstone, meaning that all the throwing the trash on people and telling them how they're trash and treating them like they trash and they're decent people, especially if they're decent and they haven't done anything to harm you, or they're generally upright, decent people. Those are the ones that there's no exception. Everybody's going to have to go back to them. You don't go back to them, you don't eat. Plain and simple. And sure, some people will let their ego take control and be like, oh no, I don't care what happened. And those people will essentially deal with the consequences at hand. Now you can't eat. This is what it is that we're seeing in the relationship perspective. Because now it's like, okay, everybody has to compete. Everybody has to show interest to who it is that you like. If you don't show interest, you come up with nothing. It doesn't matter how valuable you think you are, right? Either that or you just paying somebody off to do that for you, which is right. If that's what it is that you want to do, go on ahead and do that. But then don't act like you never done that, or that's not what it is that you do. Right? So I want you Virgos to know that this is what it is. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. You Virgos are going to continue to be who and how you are. You'll talk to people, try to see what they're on. But again, there's a sense of you Virgos not really caring too much to deal with the nonsense. And you're 100% right. You know? You're 100% right. We're at a time right now where people who no one cares about the perceived value, right? Not with Diddy in jail, not with Now with all these high valuable people getting washed up now, because now now people are starting to really understand what I've been saying since 2022. What is value? What is value? Who's high value in all this nonsense, right? Who's high value? Who's valuable? This extreme favoritism to people who have clout and fame and finances, right? And all of these different connections. It's like, so, but they're scumbags. Who cares? Who cares? Right? And then what it is that you also seeing is that those people, right? Those people who have all that money and fame and all that other type of stuff, whatever, they're not serious by actually being in a relationship with anybody. Because take a look at the people who it is that they choose. And then even when they are serious and they choose someone that they think is going to be on point, somebody in the relationship gets dissatisfied and then breaks up the marriage. You see what I'm saying? So come on, like this is high class. This is high class elitism. This is, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing that a lot of you Virgos don't really care to do, is what it is that I'm saying. This is why it is that you got the afterlife card. This is not something that you Virgos care to do. So let's clarify the Two of Swords. Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups, which you already know that you already have the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Three of Wands for you Virgos, right? And again, this is about you. If they start moving a certain kind of way with you, where they're giving you a hard time, you're not, again, a lot of you Virgos, y'all don't have crushes. You Virgos are too experienced to be out here having crushes. Too experienced, you know? In other words, what I'm saying is that you know how it is that people can look great on the outside looking in. And then us Virgos, we may end up having access to the person somehow. And then we find out that they're not so great, you know? And that it's best to just perceive them only from a perspective of, oh, well, they do this, or this is what it is that they do. Because, and not personalize it and deal with it from that perspective, right? You're not hanging around them, but deal with them from that particular perspective. Because again, you Virgos now at this point know better, like, you can't take them seriously because of this. And then now you have the Ten of Wands and the Three of the Ten of Cups and the Three of Wands, which is a lot of you Virgos are gonna continue to look, but like I said before, a lot of you are gonna open up your options to the whole world, in a sense that you're gonna explore. You Virgos are gonna find out what exactly is out here, and you should. You know, I've been saying it since 2022. You should explore. Excuse me. I want to be right about this. I want to be exact about this. Early 2023, that you should explore that. You should. That's something that you Virgos should be doing, because, you know, just because it is that I've had troubles in North America, right, or the States, doesn't mean that I had troubles in Trinidad. Did I get some people that was giving me some troubles in Trinidad? Yeah. But the vast majority of the people that I was interacting with, right, that I was walking up to, trying to say what's up to, getting to know, asking them questions, they was with it. So I can speak from personal experience, yo. Like, that's pretty much it, though. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. The whole world is your oyster. Stop looking at it, if you ask me, from just that small perspective. Step back, pay attention to the whole map.